Hi friends, today we are going to understand and learn how to deal with an abusive elderly parent. Uh, Caregivers abuse is very common these days. It means that when you are a caregiver of your elderly parent and they are constantly abusing you, how to handle and deal such a tough situation. I'll give you 8 easy steps to handle and deal with your abusive elderly parent. The first step is that as much as possible, you need to share it with your family, your friends, your doctor, in your religious group. You need to share your experience. You need to tell everyone how you feel. Sharing your feelings is utmost important. It's a thumb rule. When you share how you feel, when you share how difficult the situation is for you to manage an abusive elderly parent, it will calm you down, it will soothe you, it will give you more options, it will give you more solutions, more choices to handle them in a better way. The next thing is you need to accept that your elderly parent is not going to change. Maybe they are being so abusive because of depletion in their cognition. It can be because they are suffering with dementia, they are suffering with aging, and they are so damn frustrated with aging that they are venting out their anger in an abusive way to you. You need to accept that this situation is not going to change from their end. They are as they are, and they will continue to behave as they are behaving. The next thing that you can do is that you need to find resources. Now, what are these resources? These resources are, you need to learn which member to call for help in cases of emergency and crisis. Now, what are these emergency and crisis? When you face a verbal attack, an abusive attack from your elderly parent, you should know whom you should call for rescue, because this abusive conversation, this abusive fight can get very rigorous, it can get very violent. It can be violent from both the ends. Maybe that you are so damn frustrated bearing these abuses every day that you might actually feel like holding your parent and shaking them up. But this is not a solution to the problem. Or your parent might get so damn aggressive that he can become violent at you, might hit you, or can harm your family members. So in such a situation where you face extreme difficulty in handling the abuses or the abusive behavior, you should always have a phone number handy where you can call a family member who will come in between and resolve the problem, and you can take a back step. Taking a back step is very important. The next thing that you can do is you have to engage in positive conversation. Now, what is this positive conversation and how will I do it? It's not about engaging in a positive conversation with them. It's about engaging in positive conversation with your own self. Don't get hooked to the abusive comments they make. Like, you know, they have been your parents from the time you were born. So they know how to push in the button to get you irritated and pissed off. They know that very well. So they are going to hit the button every time. So they know how to provoke you. You need to be aware of it, that when they are becoming abusive and when they are provoking you, you have to ignore all these abusive comments and get indulged in more positive conversation. Like whenever they hit that button, you need to tell them that, see, I cannot handle this anymore. I am calling XYZ person to talk to you to solve your problem. So stay calm till then and you get out of the picture. Next is, and this portion, the point which I am covering right now, is of the most important one. For this, you yourself, you need help and guidance. That is, check in with yourself, how you are feeling, what you are thinking, what's inside your head. Try to focus on that. Do you have any old resentment? resentments or any old frustration and anger against your parent? Are you handling them the right way? Look at your own psychological issues. For this, you need to be aware that are you venting out that old resentment or that old anger or those frustrations that you have experienced earlier with them? Are they coming in your way of becoming a good caregiver? Are you getting provoked because of your past experiences rather than what they are doing right now? You need to focus on it. You need to focus on your mental health. You need to focus how you actually process the whole incident and the whole process of caregiving. The another step is to avoid arguments and retaliating with your parents. This one is most important, that you always need to avoid it whenever they start provoking you. For this, what you need to do is you need to write down what are the topics or what are the tactics which your elderly parent is using against you to provoke you. So once you make a list, you already know, you're already aware of it, that when, where and how they are going to attack you. So when you are prepared, you are also prepared to avoid it. So whenever trigger number 1 happens, they start abusing you, or you already know that now this person is going to attack me, you take a back foot and leave that place and go and avoid arguing with them. Next is recognize the causes. You need to understand that why they are behaving in this way. Have they been like this forever, or is it because of some cognitive decline, dementia, or any other health issues? You need to understand that these reasons, these causes are actually the reason why they are behaving like this, and hence accept it again that this person won't change. It's you who need to learn to handle the situation in a better way. And the last point, that is the 8th point, is that embrace what you have. Taking care of an elderly parent who's so abusive to you can take away all your energy. It can keep you busy the whole day, fatigued the whole day. You need to understand that this is just a part of your life, a part of your responsibility, and not the whole life. You have your own life to live. You have your family, you have your friends which you need to cherish, love and spend time with. These are the places where you need to be, and who will embrace you back and will bring the positivity and energy to shoulder other responsibilities. Thank you.